Don't never give up, bro. No matter what, don't never give up, bro. Yeah, I'm just a main testament of that for real, bro. Like, I got locked up when I was 15 years old for a murder. You know what I'm saying? And had to do 13 years. While I was locked up, though, I took advantage of my time while I was away. I was in college. Um, I enrolled into multiple programs. I became a facilitator of multiple programs. I was a co-founder of an organization in prison where I was teaching other guys and stuff just how to discipline themselves and try to get their man right for real before they went home. I started organizations. I was a real like a leader, like a role model in the prison, like you know what I'm saying. But that took years for me to get to that point, like you know what I'm saying. Like of course I had went through what I had to go through, bump my head. I had to live and learn just like anybody else in life, bruh. That's one thing about life. You do not stop learning, bruh. I'm still learning. You feel me? I'm still trying to figure this shit out every day. You feel me? I ain't perfect. I'm far from it. But one thing, though, I'm never giving in and I'm never giving up, though. That's one thing about me, though. I don't never give up, bruh. I don't care how hard it might get. I don't never give in. You feel me? And that's why I'm here talking to y'all today. Feel me? Like, because I was able to survive 13 years in prison with my manhood and my spirit still intact. For y'all who hearing this, I know y'all see a lot of people talking about they went to prison every day. Every day, it's kind of common now, like, to hear about somebody who said they went to prison. But one thing that isn't common is a lot of people don't come home and they still have their mind and their spirit and their manhood intact. A lot of people can't say that, feel me? I still got mine and I'm still grinding. I haven't given up, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't been easy, but I'm thugging this shit out every day, like, you feel me? Working, staying on my shit, facts. But that's why I'm trying to inspire y'all, man, whoever watching this video, man, because I know it's a lot of young niggas out here and they losing their man, they thinking that shit turned, but it ain't though, bro. You feel me? I was lost out here, you feel me? I ain't had no daddy. My mama was dysfunctional, feel me? And I love her to death. That's what it says around my neck, y'all, you feel me? She passed away when I was 18 in prison. I couldn't even go to the funeral, you feel me? Because they said that I was a flight risk and they said that I might try to escape. But I wasn't. I just wanted to see my mama one last time. But I wasn't afforded that opportunity. And I'm still dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even get to mourn the right way, bro, in prison about when I lost my mom. You feel me? But I'm still dealing with these effects of my consequences that I did years ago when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm talking to y'all. That's what I want to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? But when I first got locked up, I seen so much, bro. So much. Like, it's really traumatizing thinking about a lot of that shit, though, y'all. You feel me? Like, I'm just being 100 with you. Like, I don't like glorifying that shit or nothing, bro. You feel me? Because that was the worst time of my life, bro, was being in prison. No cap. But, it's a part of my life, though, bro. So, I'm going to share that shit with y'all, bro, because I know it's a lot of lessons in it, though. You feel me? So, when I first got locked up, for y'all that's just now tuning in, man, like I said, I was 15, you feel me? I was getting misguided and shit, and I was being manipulated by a lot of older people who was in my corner. I thought that them niggas had my best interests at heart, and I thought they really cared about me. But at the end of the day, they ain't really care about me, though, gang. They was just trying to use me because they seen I was young and turned. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And they played on my young mental, because I'm not no grown nigga. Even though I'm doing shit like I'm grown, I'm not grown. Like, and they was grown. So they knew how to manipulate and how to play man games with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all they was doing, bro, because when it all fell down, bro, niggas told on me, bro. Niggas turned their back on me. You feel me? It wasn't really no love involved in that shit. It was just manipulation, bro. That's it. So I'm hanging around niggas, older niggas, you feel me? And they really using my young guys, you feel me? Because I'm thinking I'm live. I'm already doing little shit in the neighborhood, but when I'm turning up with these older niggas and shit, they got me doing shit way liver than what I was doing with me and my little homies, you feel me? They got me doing shit way liver, you feel me? Like, that's when I really started getting really in the mix with deep shit, like hanging with my older niggas, you feel me? But Anyways, long story short, that shit caused me to get locked up in prison, you feel me, at 15 years old, gang. I got locked up when I was in school. I was in the 9th grade in high school, and the U.S. Marshals and the Joint Task Force came and arrested me while I was in 4th Bill and shit. School was almost over that day, and I had got suspended the same day I got arrested. Swear to God. Anyways, when I get downtown to the homicide building, they telling me what it's about and shit. And of course, you know, I tell them what my mama taught me to tell them. Call my mama. That's the only thing she told me to tell the police every time I get stopped by them is tell them to call your mama. And that's what I did. I told them to call my mama. But for y'all just now tapping into my story though, bruh. So I went and hit a lick. On a motherfucker who had $250,000. Now, my older nigga was the one who turned me on to the lick. I don't have nothing involved with the lick. I don't know nothing about the lick. He just come and grab me and tell me it's 250 involved, so I jump on it. So when we get there and shit, boom, 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 nothing goes according to plan though. Everything switched up at the last minute. So when I get in there, long story short, it was a setup. They thought that my older homie was going in there to rob the nigga, but he sent me instead to go and hit the lick. So when I went in there and shit, the shorty who had set the play up, she was trying to set my older homie up and shit. When I got there, she looked surprised when she opened the door. That's when I knew something was fishy. But the play was already in motion, so I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do nothing. So then, as I'm hitting the lick, boom, they leave in the midst of me smacking my play and shit like that. And, you know, it was all downhill from there, bro. It was all on me at that point, you know what I'm saying? And I had to get out the situation as best as I could, you know what I'm saying? And luckily, I was able to get out the situation for a couple of days and make it back home so I could see my mama and shit before I did get arrested. Because that was the last time that I was able to see her. But long story short, though, bro, they had set the play up and shit, was trying to set my older homies up. And, but I had went instead. He sent me instead. And, the way he was looking at it, he was thinking like, shit, if bruh smack the play and shit, get away with the money, we good. If he end up getting hurt in the process, shit, fuck him. It's him, not me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. And some ended up going sideways when I was inside the house. Somebody else had came inside the house while I was in the midst of committing a robbery. And then it just turned into a murder from that point on. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point on, from that point, when somebody else entered the house, it was like now my life on the line or theirs, you feel me? So I know I get a lot of, you know, bad comments about, you know, my decisions and stuff like that I made when I was a child. But a lot of y'all gotta understand, bro, I was just that. I was just a child. I ain't know no better. You feel me? I'm young, I'm hot. I don't got no guidance on or no understanding on nothing, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying? But you live and learn though, bro, and I'm just thankful that I was able to get through that shit, bro, and still be here right now today talking to y'all, bro. Real talk. So anyways, bro, that's what happened in my situation, bro. And when it all fell down, the detectives started going to work and doing their thing. The shorty who had set the lick up, she lived downstairs with her grandma and shit in the same building. So of course, and it was cameras inside the building. So of course, once they put it all together, they seen shorty let me inside the house. They didn't know who I was, but the landlady instantly knew who shorty was, told the police who she was, where she lived. They went to grab her, and she spilled the beans from there. She didn't know me. She only knew my older homie, so she couldn't tell on me. So when she told on my older homie, that's how word got back that it was me. My older homie never entered the house or the building, so he didn't have nothing to say about me. But he was spooked up and shook up, and he had already had priors, just came home from a conviction, blah, 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 and he threw me under the bus. That's how life goes, gang. You feel me? But anyways, now I'm locked up, I'm 15, you feel me, and I'm going through the motions, you feel me, of being incarcerated as a child. My mama, she going through it, I'm going through it for real. I had been locked up previous times in juvenile, but never for a murder bid, never for nothing this serious, you feel me? Boom. So that's that, y'all. Now, I'm fighting my case for what? Almost 2 years until I turned 17. When I turned 17, they finally convicted me with 13 years, sentenced me to 13 years in prison. 10 years for the murder, 3 years for the gun, sent me up the road. That's what it was. I was blessed and fortunate because of my age, and it's unfortunate that somebody had to lose their life in the midst of something so stupid. You feel me? Because I was a child, and I was, in poverty, living in poverty, going through what I was going through. I felt like taking something from somebody else was gonna make my situation better. And in the midst of me going to take something from somebody, they lost their life. You feel me? That's just how shit go, y'all. I mean, it's not how shit go, but that's how it went in my situation, bro. And I regret that happened like that, but that's the way it happened. You feel me? Straight up. So boom. So now I'm locked up. I'm sentenced to 13 years in prison. I get sent to prison now. As soon as I get there, they try to put me in a gang. Niggas had already had my name written down on a gang spec paper, on a gang paper, on a roster to be a part of a gang. You know what I'm saying? And of course I'm like, hell nah, I ain't being a part of nothing. You feel me? I'm my own man. Even when I was a shorty, I always, kind of walked my own path and did my own thing. Never was really a big follower. You know what I'm saying? I was really a loner. I hung with a couple older homies and shit that I felt really cared about me. But you would never see me with a crowd of motherfuckers when I was a young nigga. You'll see me with a couple people, man, and I'm with them every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just a loyal soldier like that, you feel me? But I ain't with all hella motherfuckers type vibe, though, you feel me? So even then, when I went to juvenile and shit, everybody knew me and respected me. But at the same time, I'm not mobbing deep like that. I'm mobbing really with a couple homies, and I know they thorough and they solid, and we moving deep and we moving strong, militant like that. But as far as moving with a hella people, I'm cool. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not no loud type of guy. I'm really the behind the scenes in the cut, doing me, putting the play down type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so boom, when I get in there, I'm peeping the scene and seeing how everything going in the juvenile tank. I'm 17 years old. I'm in here with guys that's 11 years old all the way to 17 years old, convicted from murder to rape to burglary to all type of things. You know what I'm saying? From 11 years old to 17. And all around Ohio. They got us here. So I started my own organization, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really agree with the gang politics in the juvenile pod where I was located at the time. A lot of the younger guys, they move different, and they didn't really have clear vision or intention with what they was trying to do or a mission. And I always felt like, if I was gonna be a part of something, I wanted to have a clear vision and a mission of what we trying to accomplish together as a group. You know what I'm saying? Just us gathering together and naming a group, naming ourselves after something and then claiming it, and with no vision or no motive, it just never made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So, I decided to start my own organization with clear principles and pillars and a foundation that people would agree with. So that's what I delved out into do, and that's what I did. It didn't take me long, probably like 2-3 weeks, a month at tops, for me to gather up all my soldiers and start recruiting. And it didn't take long before I was the top dog in the block, making decisions for 30 young guys, you know what I'm saying? Including myself on a day-to-day basis. And I wasn't leading my guys into destruction. It was mandatory that we go to school. It's mandatory that you pay attention to school. It's mandatory that you work out. It's mandatory that you read every day. We got study groups, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm implementing real structure with my guys in my organization. We have direction and we have a purpose. It's a clear purpose, because this is what my intention was. Fuck me. It's about you. You a leader. You know what I'm saying? I want nothing but leaders around me. Strong individuals who I know who can carry the weight by themselves as a man. And I want to give you something that you could take away from me, and you could take it through life, and you could take it forever. You know what I'm saying? And nobody could take it from you. You feel me? And what's that? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, game. You feel me? Life lessons. And so that's what I wanted to really give to my guys, my comrades, my brothers, my soldiers. I wanted to give them knowledge, man, that they could take away and build them to become warriors, man. You feel me? In this cold world of life. So, with that mindset, that's what I set out to do, and that's what I did. And I, like I said, I became the top dog. I was running things, and I held rank. When I turned 18, my journey continued. I passed my rank on to my little homie, and I turned 18, and I became an adult now. I'm in a grown pod. And I'm still reaching back out to my little homies, making sure that they got everything that they need over there in the juvenile pod, to be, comfortable. You feel me? CDs so they could sell and make money, cigarettes, tobacco, contraband, marijuana. I'm sending them porno magazines to sell because that's major money in prison. It ain't no women in prison, so porno magazines is major money. You could sell the pictures to guys, especially juveniles. They so freaky and horny in there. They trying to jack off all day long. So we was selling pictures, a single porno picture out of a Playboy magazine for $5 to $10. No lie. And that's just what was going on, bruh. So that's major money. Porno magazines, tobacco, of course, marijuana. CDs was big too, because guys had their CD players and they be want to listen to music and enjoy this music, you know what I'm saying? So as they enjoying music, you feel me, just to escape from prison, you know what I'm saying, that was high commodity. So you could sell a CD, man, for $50 in there, $25, $50 in prison. Yeah, it's going on like that. So I would make sure that I was getting things for my little homies, and then reaching back out, sending it to them so they could have a comfortable little bed, you know what I'm saying, until they turned 18 and came over there with me. So I would do that until, I ended up getting transferred. Because I had just turned 18, I was at a lower level prison, because that's where they held the juveniles, at a minimum security prison. You know what I'm saying? Because they juveniles. But I was a high profile case, so when I turned 18, they had to transfer me to a high camp prison, a high prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a minimum security prison no more. I'm in a high security prison, level 3. You know what I'm saying? Now that's where they ended up sending me. So now I'm at the level 3, and I'm with the adults. You feel me? I had been with the adults for a couple months though. You know what I'm saying? And that experience was cool. It wasn't too bad. I was really setting the tone for how the rest of my bid was gonna go, because I knew I had to do a little journey in there. I knew I had a little minute behind the wall, so I wanted to make sure that I was safe and comfortable in there. So, I had to make a couple examples out of some guys and things like that. You feel me? Just because it's an aggressive place. You gotta think it's an aggressive environment. You feel me? So everybody is aggressive. You feel me? And if you're not aggressive, then you will get walked on. You're gonna get stepped on in there, unfortunately. People prey on weak, or they prey on people who they feel like they could take advantage of. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is in prison. And so, with that being known as a young kid, I just figured that, I would be the aggressor instead of someone being aggressive towards me. That was my outlook on it. Just the same outlook that I had when I was running the streets. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here in the streets, and if you allow somebody to, they will take advantage of you. That's just how it's gonna go. So to prevent me from being on that prey list, I was a predator. You know what I'm saying? I became the predator. I became the person that people feared. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to fear nobody. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was the way to go. But that's not really the way to go. It's more so about respect. You know what I'm saying? I learned that now, though. But at this time, though, I'm going through the motions, though, y'all. So just, you feel me? Bear with me. So, you know, I'm working out aggressively every day. I'm real big. You know what I'm saying, real big. And not too much longer, I ended up starting another organization while I was locked up when I turned 18. Just because it was so many of my little homies that I was just in juvenile with that was turning 18. And when they turn 18, they still looking towards me as a role model. They still looking towards me as that big homie that's supposed to be leading them and teaching them, guiding them, making sure they eat such and such. You know what I'm saying? And because I did take on that role and responsibility, you know, I continue to guide them even as we turned 18 and got older and older and older. I still took on that responsibility while I was in prison because, I mean, who else was gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I felt. That's just how I felt. And even though it wasn't my responsibility, I'm just thorough cut like that. Nah, for real though, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate all the love, man, that I've been getting from everybody, man. I don't want to make this video too long, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Anybody new checking this video out today, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, man. Until next time, you already know, 7 up. Until we 7 up.